So this episode of Seven Deadly Sins kind of follows up on the Meliodas versus King confrontation, and that gets kind of resolved in a way, with King still questioning Meliodas. Yo, what's your end game? How do you know the Ten Commandments? You're from the Demon Clan, aren't you? If you do, I'm going to keep my eye on you. If you do anything shady, I'm going to get you. So King just warning Meliodas. So that could be some type of foreshadowing or not. Then again, Meliodas pointed something out about King, which could also be as foreshadowing, and that's King. You're not, for a fairy king, you don't have wings, do you? So the other fairy kings that we saw previously, they had wings. So I'm thinking that's going to be foreshadowing. Maybe in this arc, the end game, the end goal was Meliodas finally getting his release powers back. So that was hype. And for me, the best part of this entire season 2, in my opinion, was Bond's character development, because once again, Bond just showcases why he's top 3 characters in the show, in my opinion, besides Merlin and Meliodas. I mean, this episode kind of illustrates it, because Bond is once again having that father-son moment with Sevigo, and now everything's up in the open now. They have some catching up to do, and it's kind of cute. And on top of that, you have Jericho there. And what's interesting is Bond pretty much states, we also get to find out that Bond had a sister, and she ended up dying at 4 years old, and it reminds her of Jericho. So that was kind of cute. More of that Bond Jericho moment. The gradually getting closer and closer. The fact is, he hates himself because of the way he acted against Meliodas, because he was given the ultimatum in order to get Elaine back. He had to kill Meliodas. Remember that in season 1? So he was traumatized from that point on. So he couldn't look at Meliodas the same way. And even so, Meliodas actually forgave him, even after that. So, but Bond can't seem to think why, because I'm a good for nothing because of that, and I didn't deserve his forgiveness. But development for Bond, because the showcase is now he's going to get a reason to go back to Meliodas. So that's definitely going to happen. And Jericho's going to go with him. And that Bond's getting even stronger, you can tell. And by the end of this episode, Sevigo gets, I guess, pretty much dies because he's taking way too much damage. So it's definitely a touchy moment. You saw Jericho's reaction, and then he cuts away after Bond. But no tears from Bond. In fact, Bond says, when he mentions the whole thing about bumping into Elaine, in fact, we could get the reveal that Sevigo is the one that actually pointed out the Fairy King Forest to Bond when he was a kid. So I like how that ties itself up. And Bond pretty much said, I met up with Elaine. I met with the guardian of the Fairy King Forest, and I ended up taking her as my lover. So I thought that was kind of cool that he finds that out. And then he finds out she ended up dying, but Bond, we know, has the goal to end game is to revive her some way, shape, or form. And in the preview, it looks like something's going to happen where he's going to kiss her there. So I don't know if she's going to be alive, or he's just going to go back to the Fairy King Forest, or that's just a flashback. So Jericho's there too, and if you notice, she's blushing too. So that's either taking place in the present time, or we're going to get a flashback. On top, speaking of Fairy King Forest, there's a huge presence heading their way, and given the fact the Ten Commandments were approached by Meliodas by the end of this episode, I don't think it's them, just because they have other things to take care of the Fairy King Forest. So I wonder, could it be Diana and Matarona on their way to the Fairy King Forest? So that could be interesting too. And on top of that, he pretty much stated to Jericho, like, you're the first human that I don't hate. So he has people he cares about, but he just literally stated to Jericho, you're the first human that I don't hate. So that was kind of cool. So, like I said, if one can't find a way to revive Elaine, I think Jericho is going to be the one to fit that role of Elaine. So it's nice how it ties itself up. Going to join up with the crew. It's obvious, judging from the opening and the way he's acting in this episode, and the way he talks about Meliodas, it's just going to happen. Speaking of Meliodas, obviously the whole thing with King is concluded, and Jenna's the one that actually says, you need to bail and stop this because it's getting too out of hand now. It's his curse mark to actually mitigate some of the poison inside his body, so that was a cool little ability too. Meliodas gets his full powers awakened again, so Jenna, awaken my powers again, so that's kind of cool. We see Elizabeth training, or we don't see much development. They're not showcasing anything about Elizabeth, so I wonder, they're going to keep that for something big, or if it's going to take place and that power is going to happen in an actual battle. Speaking of power-ups, Meliodas gets his power boost back. It's epic, and this power-up is being felt by the Ten Commandments. Like, oh shit, we better get in the game because that Meliodas, he's coming for us. And the moment he gets his full power, he's like, yo, Merlin, pop me over to where the Ten Commandments is. I'm gonna greet them, and I'm gonna be out within 15 seconds. So pulls Meliodas, and Meliodas just wants revenge. And before he had trouble controlling his wrath, now he's in control of his wrath. But he just melees Garland all over the place. So it's the complete opposite of what happened in the first fight. So, and the thing you have to remember is Garland is pretty much out of power. He is not at full, but Meliodas is blitzing him like it's nothing now. So that's a serious power. So I get the feeling what's gonna happen when Bond gets that power, because if something happens with Elaine that she could get revived, and something happens to Jericho in the initial fight, because that's gonna happen. The fact that she's there anyway, Bond's gonna, and like I stated, the way that Bond was referring to Jericho in this episode, and we know he's gonna fight Data Ray in the opening. We know that for a fact. So that, by the way, I like the expressions when they seem like, just like, oh, what the hell's going on? And he dodges us both, and he's like, yo, I'm out of here. We need to talk. Do you really want to go through with this again? So obviously, and Zeldris is like, yo, we got nothing to talk about. So there's obviously some beef between the two, and we couldn't find out that they're brothers. So I guess that makes sense considering how much they look alike. But that was kind of cool getting that clarified. So they're brothers. So, and now we know where the conflict lies. It's taking place. But I think now the Ten Commandments feel like, okay, now we need to power up. Because all in all, it was a decent episode. More character development for Bond. And boy, oh boy, his backstory just gets more tragic. He lost his sister as well, on top of his parents being douches. And now he's just lost Sevigo as well. So, and Jericho's the only one by his side right now. So, like I said, either that moment with Elaine is a flashback, or they're going to go to the Fairy King Forest next. And it makes sense because if there's a present heading their way, Bond's going to be there to protect it. So that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. Like this review if you did appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel for more 7 Deadly Sins. Catch you guys later. Bye.